all know that SCP-001 is one of the scariest of all time. But what about SCP-002?
It's probably way more scary.
Well, I can definitely say it's one of the most dangerous. And today, we're gonna check out why.
A pair of SCP Foundation researchers open the door of a containment cell and find themselves staring at something unlike anything they've ever seen before. Sitting in the middle of the room is a giant lump that appears to be
hairy
made of
meatball.
what can only be described as flesh.
This is
The two look at
SCP-002?
each other in disbelief.
I don't like that word.
I don't
Just
like this.
what is this thing? They
That is not
circle
what
the
flesh
huge
looks
blob,
like.
looking it over,
Yeah, circle
wondering
it,
what
smell
on
it.
earth it could be. One of the researchers finally gets
Taste
the
it.
courage to actually feel it. He finds that it's warm to the touch.
Okay.
Is it
And does he
poop?
detect some
I think it's a
slight
meatball
movement?
or a turd.
He slowly moves to place his ear against it to listen.
I thought it was
But
called
a
a living
sudden
room.
shudder from the mask sends him jumping back in
Why would you
fright.
get that
What
close
is
to that turd?
inside
Just
of
then,
that?
the other researcher calls to him from the other side of the sphere.
dude's
It
got a big
sounds
forehead.
like he has found something.
Is
As
it
he
a door?
approaches, he too sees what caused his partner to call out.
It's gotta be an
There, in
opening.
the
Jack,
middle
you're
of this
right!
tumorous ball.
Whoa!
Wait, how did they not
There's a
know that?
door.
There's a whole staircase. They
It's a
definitely knew
circuit.
that.
Also, they had to capture this SCP as well. Like, how do they not know that there's a giant door there?
Are these like two guys that don't even work here that just randomly stumbled in?
I don't know, but honestly, if I were them, I would whatever you do not open that door. Only bad things will come if you open that
I'm
door.
going in if I'm them.
I mean, yeah, they have to go in. They need to find out what's inside of SCP-002.
I would make other people go in. I would never go in there.
Yeah, get like a D-class personnel
Yeah.
or Adam.
Circular iron hatch, the kind sealed by a valve. And it's open. Now the researchers are really confused.
It's like
A massive
inviting them
lump of
in.
living flesh is strange enough, but why does it have a door?
Play with me.
One of the researchers peeks inside.
Hello?
Is that a couch they see?
What?
And a table? Does
Everything
someone
has a
live in
common
this thing?
theme here.
Things
Everything's
are
made
getting
out of
beyond
meat.
strange.
Or poop.
The two researchers look up at the observation window where their supervisor is watching them. The supervisor
guy's a
does not
weirdo.
hesitate. He nods at them.
Go
The researchers
in.
know what they must do.
If you love them, set them
Rock,
free.
paper,
What?
scissors, shoot.
Classic.
I mean, it's
The
only fair.
researcher who
Best
lost
2 out of 3.
winces.
Best 2 out of 3.
He
You
knew
gotta
that
run it.
coming to work at the SCP Foundation meant that he would be dealing with some strange, dangerous, and
Oh,
disgusting
gosh.
anomalies.
That is actually pretty interesting because most of the time in the SCP videos that I've watched, they make the D-class personnel do stuff like this, not the researchers.
Yeah, I don't know why the researcher is going in there. I can't imagine anything good is going to happen though.
Well, maybe the supervisor knows that this SCP isn't dangerous, so that's why he's letting them go inside.
I think he doesn't know anything and he's sending them inside, but maybe since it's SCP-002, it might be really early on in the SCP Foundation's life, so they just don't even have D-class personnel yet.
All the dots are connecting. SCP-002, it's a big giant turd. It has to be. That confirms it.
How did you come to that conclusion though? Like you just said that with nothing behind it. You just.
Poop is number 2.
Oh. Okay. See, if you needed to say that part, I get it. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Confirmed.
But he never imagined he would have to climb inside a giant orb of meat. His partner opens the hatch all the way and offers a hand to help him. Knowing he has no other option,
Get on in there,
the
buddy.
researcher
He just-
steps
he
inside.
just
Is
said
it
it was
weird that I
meat.
kind of want to see what
Inside,
happens when
the
they
air
cook
is
it?
hot, thick, and
I would
moist,
take a bite.
Yes.
like a cramped gym that's had
Ew.
too many bodies exerting themselves on a warm, humid day.
Low key, I
He
like that
walks
scent.
through the short entranceway, and his eyes adjust to the dim light to find that he's standing in the middle of a cozy little room.
Wait, there's
A
electricity
single
in there?
small lamp on a
this is
table is
weird.
giving off just enough light for him to see that the room is sparsely furnished, with a few pieces including a small couch and a twin bed. Outside,
Overnight
his partner
challenge.
calls to him, asking what he can see. As the researcher turns to answer,
Close the door.
the door
I knew
slams
it.
shut.
Jeez.
The valve spins on its own, locking
No.
itself tight.
No!
Try as he might, the researcher can't
The
get it to
supervisor knew
budge.
this was gonna happen all
He
along.
bangs
I know
on
he
the
did.
door and yells, "Is he all right in there? Is everything okay?"
You gotta start eating from
His
the
only
inside out.
response is a muffled scream from
Should've
inside
brought
the
a fork
ball
and a
of
knife.
flesh.
What are they doing? Maybe,
He
maybe he's
keeps
playing
pulling at the
Fortnite. He
door,
might be playing
twisting
Fortnite
the
in there.
valve with all of his strength.
No, he's
but
playing
it won't
fork
move.
knife.
The sounds of gurgles and wet
Oh, geez.
sloshing come from inside
Ew,
the
is
room.
that
So maybe-
sloshing?
Maybe it's not like a meatball, maybe it's not a turd, maybe it's like a big stomach that anything that goes in gets eaten alive.
Jax, please be original.
Wait, but yeah, that actually makes sense because it's all made out of flesh. So even like the bed and the couch and everything was made out of flesh. So maybe every time that this thing eats someone, it then turns something else into what that person was.
Side note, would you guys try human flesh for like $100,000?
No, you're gross.
I'm gonna play the video.
Growth.
It was a trick
An
question.
alarm
I got the
starts to
lawyers.
sound as he strains against the door, exerting himself so hard that he feels like a vein in his head might burst.
It looks like it will.
Suddenly, the valve loosens, and a sudden
His air
lack of
definitely
resistance
burst.
causes him to fall to the floor.
No!
The valve spins on its own, and the door swings open once again. The ball of flesh is
Do you think he's gonna be in there?
I think he's probably dead.
I also think he's dead. And I also think there's going to be like a new living room item in there.
Oh, they're turning the people into furniture?
Because everything's made out of flesh. So how do you get more flesh? By eating more people.
I'm thinking that he's gonna be like 600 pounds and just like living the best life because he had to eat to survive.
He just ate a bunch of pizza and played Fortnite in there, and now he's like 100 pounds heavier. I like that. I would go in if that was the case.
Yeah, we know.
quiet once more. The researcher picks himself up off the ground and slowly, carefully, peeks inside. Hello? Are you okay? Is anyone in there? There's no response. That is, until a blast of hot air comes rushing out of the hatch, blowing the researcher's
farted.
hair back.
Ew! He
When
actually
it's
just got
over,
farted on.
He peeks inside again.
Disgusting.
His fellow researcher is nowhere to be seen.
Oh gosh.
Inside is the same couch, bed, and
for something
table
new.
with a small lamp. But there's something new there, too.
Oh!
Wait,
Across
what's
from
new?
the couch, where there was nothing before.
Oh, I just
Is a
got
small
the
television.
shivers. That's disgusting.
Television?
While this may seem strange, it's just another day at the SCP
got
Foundation, where anomalous objects and creatures are studied and contained, including SCP-002, also known as the Living Room.
Wait, do you guys think that the SCP Foundation just like made this up because it's like a pun on the living room? It's like the living room. but
Yeah,
we
I
know
just got-
It's like a living room.
I just got that.
It's literally alive.
Jack, as you were saying that, a light bulb just went off in my head.
I actually thought that was pretty obvious in that it didn't need to be said, but I guess it did because Adam had no idea.
See?
I get it.
SCP-002 is the
it's living.
designation given to a large,
Can't tell if it's
tumorous, fleshy
hairy or
growth.
not.
It's roughly
I think it's
spherical,
wrinkly.
with a
Yeah.
circumference just over 15 meters.
Somehow that's worse.
Giving it an estimated volume of around 60 meters cubed. Located on one side is an iron valve hatch, similar to what might be found on an old submarine, which leads into the interior of the ball. Those who step inside are surprised to discover a small room that resembles a low-rent studio apartment, complete with furniture
I wonder
and
if
even a
once you
small
go
window.
in, like, can you get out?
Strangely, the outside of the ball of flesh
I'm gonna
shows
say
no
no.
windows,
The only
and
way would
indeed
be
no
to
openings at
eat your
all,
way out.
save for the iron hatch.
What if you explode it?
The furniture in the room
That's what I think
displays
they should
no
do. Or
anomalous
burn it.
properties, though examination has revealed that the furniture appears to be constructed of sculpted bone,
Oh, it
woven
is.
hair, and other biological
don't zoom in.
substances, all coming from human bodies.
That is gross.
Analysis of samples taken from the furniture has shown each to be constructed from independent and fragmented DNA sequences, several of which correspond to SCP research personnel.
Why did they do
who
this
had been
before
lost
sending in the
inside of
guy?
SCP-002. To date, the living room has been responsible for 7 members of staff going missing.
Why are they
At the same time,
stop sending
during the
staff
course
in
of its
there?
containment
You'd
at
think
the
they'd stop at
SCP
once.
Foundation,
Stop.
the room
Or
appears to
zero.
have added multiple additional furnishings, including 2 lamps, a throw rug,
Oh my
a television,
gosh.
a radio, a beanbag chair.
I mean, honestly, guys, and I know it's super messed up, but maybe the SCP Foundation is just really curious as to how much stuff can be in the living room at once. It's kind of fun, right? They send in a new person, and then what are you gonna get? Is it gonna be a beanbag? Is it gonna be a lamp? Is it gonna be a TV? Kind of like you're playing the lottery a little bit. Do you guys think you could take anything out of the SCP?
No, I think once you step in, that door slams behind you, and then it's GG's.
What if you sent in like a robot, or like you had a big long stick, and then you like grabbed it?
Jack's trying so hard to change the topic because nobody responded to his psychotic statement. He just
So guys, let's just think about it. What if you sent in a drone, right, that picks up something and then takes it out? Does that make a new living room?
no comment. I just watched the video, Jack. You're a psycho.
Comment down below what your thoughts.
Needs to answer
3
him.
books in an unknown language, 4 children's toys, and a small potted plant. Tests have been performed using a variety of non-human entities in order to see if they would
That's Shy
provoke a
Guy.
similar response
Wait,
from
no, it's not.
The
SCP-002
statue.
to that of humans. Various lab animals, including those with close DNA to humans, such as chimpanzees, have been placed in the room.
No.
But so far, all have failed to make the
Yes!
living room react. Human cadavers were also tested, but they too did not produce any effect.
My guy's just
It
sleeping.
is unknown what causes SCP-002 to engage in its behavior, but whatever process it uses to convert organic matter into furnishings seems to only be triggered by the presence of living human beings.
They gotta get a camera inside of there. So they can see the process.
SCP-002 was discovered in northern Portugal, following reports of an object falling from Earth's orbit.
Oh, I said that! It was an
There in
alien
the bottom
turd!
of
I
a
did
small
say
crater
It is an alien.
was SCP-002. It was encased in a thick shell of rock, but the anomaly's fleshy exterior could be seen through cracks that were likely created by the impact. A local farmer was the first to spot the object falling to Earth and brought word of what he found to his village. At the same time, a Level 4 SCP Foundation agent stationed in the area
That's pretty
detected
convenient.
elevated levels
So
of radioactivity and traced the source back to the crater. An SCP collection squad led by General Mulhausen was dispatched to the impact site and quickly secured the area. Test subjects from the nearby village were recruited for initial analysis of the object, with 3 men
Recruited?
being individually sent inside of SCP-002.
What do you think that they said to the villagers to recruit them into going inside of a giant meatball?
All right,
They probably
Alec.
offered him food. Like if someone said, "Hey, if you go in here, I'll give you a whole pizza pie," I'd be like, "Oh, all right."
They
I'll
can
go.
make you do like anything.
I'll go in that butthole for a pizza pie.
Wait, it's not a butt.
No, but it looks like one.
Oh.
It's a meatball.
No, I'll show you what actually happened. Alec, you play the villager. I'll be the SCP sergeant.
Okay. Hello, sir. How can I help you?
Hi, we need you for a special mission to go inside this
I'm
guy's
in!
hole.
I'm in! I'm in!
Oh, okay.
Let's do it.
That was pretty easy. Good job, Adam.
All of whom
He's sold.
disappeared.
Adam's very convincing
Having
when he wants to
confirmed
be.
this anomaly's deadly
I didn't
properties,
know it'd be that easy.
General Mulhausen then issued a Level 4A termination order that would apply to any local witnesses in order to ensure that no knowledge of the object reached the outside world.
Does
He
anyone
then
want to tickle
oversaw its
Dr. Bob's
transport to an
chin?
SCP
Just bury it
containment
underground.
facility.
Maybe it'll come back.
As
can't
one day.
Foundation
move.
staff prepped SCP-002 for relocation, 4 members of the security personnel were seemingly mesmerized and drawn inside
Oh,
the
this
object
is a new factor
where
here,
they
new
too
ability.
disappeared. This was the first hint that SCP-002
They're
possesses
mesmerized
some
by
form
balls.
of subtle mind control, with the ability to influence humans into stepping inside of it. It was after these losses that it was first noticed that the object appeared to grow new furnishings, following someone disappearing inside.
Oh, so maybe like the SCP is so smart that it creates furniture to try to lure more people in, to make it look friendly for people, you know? It looks friendlier.
I think this is
guess.
It's like, oh,
AI.
there's a couch, there's a TV, there's a little table. Maybe I'll go in there and see what's up.
Gotta be AI alien technology. They're just playing games with us, and then they probably have many camera monitors, and they have a whole reality TV show of what idiot's gonna walk into our living room next.
And his name is Alec Derice.
I'm in.
Any hole.
After these mishaps, General Mulhausen ordered all staff to wear hazmat suits when dealing with SCP-002.
Why'd they make this
And
guy look so
following the
evil?
General's own termination, SCP-002 was placed in containment at the secure facility where it currently resides.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
Due to the ongoing danger presented by SCP-002, the risk it poses to any who step inside of it, and the mind control abilities it possesses, it has been classified as Euclid. It is to remain connected
mean?
at all times to a suitable power supply.
Euclid class is basically one of 3 classes. They're safe, where you don't really have to worry about it. Euclid is kind of like neutral. Like if you stay away from it and don't provoke it, it won't hurt you. But if you get near it or interact with it, it could very well kill you. And then there's Keter class, which is like Shy Guy, and that thing will kill you at any time. It'll murder you.
Got
So this
it.
one's not that bad.
Thanks, Jack.
No problem.
to keep it in a charging mode of some kind, which appears to make it more docile. In the event of a power outage, staff in the immediate area are to be evacuated and the object's containment cell emergency barrier is to be closed, sealing it off from the rest of the site. Once power is reestablished, strobing X-ray and ultraviolet lights are to be activated in the containment
Why?
cell until
looking more and more like an
SCP-002
alien.
is returned to its charging mode. Research teams investigating SCP-002 that will come within 20 meters of the object must consist of no fewer than 2 members. Personnel should also maintain physical contact with one another at all times to confirm that the other is present and not experiencing any feelings of confusion, dull perception, or other forms of bewilderment
they
What if
both
they
that may
both
lead to
get
them
infected?
entering the living room.
So you should have
No
3
personnel
people
at all below a
holding
level
hands.
3 clearance are allowed inside of SCP-002, and any staff that have contact with the anomaly are to be escorted no less than 5 kilometers away and must undergo a 72-hour quarantine and psychological evaluation. SCP-002 is one of the oldest anomalies in the SCP Foundation database, but remains one of the least understood. Perhaps
Yeah.
one day we'll understand
I'm
what
more
it is
confused now
and
than
why
in
it
the
was
beginning.
at one time sitting in the orbit of Earth. Did someone send it here, intending us to one day find it? Did it come here of its own volition? Or did we put it there ourselves in an attempt to keep it away? Thanks for watching this and
So many unanswered questions.
You're so right, Adam.
Did it come from space? Is it a turd? Where did the people go? Can you bring the people back? What is up with the mind control? Can it make people fall in love with it? Can you eat it? You can't eat it? Can it be destroyed? I guess we'll never know. But if you guys enjoyed that video and want to see other creepy SCPs, click this video right here.